Make sure you don't miss a thing. Go to starzology.com/newsletter and sign up. Welcome to the Starzology Astrology Podcast. I am your host, Alison Price, and I'm here with my good friend and co-host, Arwynne O'Neill.
Hello, Alison. It's great to be here.
So nice to have you once more. So this time we're doing something a little different. I seem to say that frequently. However, we are talking about, this is going to be an adult topic. We're talking about alcohol. And if this is not going to suit you, then we're happy to, if you take a free pass at this point.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to mention that beforehand.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. So the topic for this podcast episode is wines and signs.
Yeah.
And I was very fortunate to have Nicholas Rubright from Jordan Wineries in California in the USA. This is his guest post, and we sent it through, and because they make all of these wines in their winery. I suppose they have a vineyard as well. I don't know what the difference is, but anyway.
Yeah,
and
I think it's the same.
Same thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, because he's the expert on wines, and we're just going to be talking about what he has to say about it. And Arwynne and I are going to be reading some of his thoughts on these different wines for each of the different signs. And then, of course, we'd love to hear from you, what you guys think about whether the wines that are chosen for your sign have got anything to do with your sign. Yeah.
Sounds like fun. I love it.
Wines and the zodiac actually have a lot in common because both have elements that change over time and have seasons and situations in which they shine best.
Yeah.
So each sign of the zodiac complements the others in a specific way, and just as wines complement different foods.
Totally.
So there are already so many resources out there about how to pair food and wine and food. But this time he's going to be talking about something a little different and tell you which wine complements your zodiac sign and why.
Amazing.
So we're going to start off with the fire signs first.
Yeah.
So that would then be Aries. And he is recommending Petit Syrah. Am I saying that right?
Syrah.
Syrah.
Mm-hmm.
So this style, it's a full-bodied wine, dry, with high tannins and high alcohol. And the flavors are sugar plum, which is my code name at Starbucks, by the way, blueberry, dark chocolate, black pepper, and black tea.
That sounds awesome.
So these apparently are the flavors that are coming through.
Yeah.
Okay. And although it's a common California wine, Petit Syrah comes from a French grape called Pearl-Lessin. This is a rare grape with a very flavorful profile, and this wine is popular for its bold, fruity flavors, which contrast to its dark red color.
Nice.
So this is a red wine that he's pairing now for Aries.
I love it. And
some of the Aries traits are, just for, even if you're a beginner, I'm just going to run through these.
Sure.
So Aries is, of course, March 21 to April 29, and the symbol is the ram. The strengths are bold, honest, determined, and confident. And Aries' weaknesses could be aggressive, impulsive, moody, and impatient.
Indeed.
Indeed, yes. So because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, it falls under the fire element. And as the first sign, Aries is open to new opportunities. They move through life knowing that they're leading the way for a new adventure, even if their adventures are short-lived. As a fire sign, Aries tend to have bold emotions at all times, and it is not unlike an Aries to show some tough love. To an Aries, it means they are doing right by you. This blunt honesty is what makes them a loyal friend and lover.
Have to agree. Yeah.
Wow. So some suggested pairings for Petit Syrah. Because it's full of aggressive, sweet and bitter notes, similar to Aries, who are bold in their own right, it gives you a refreshing solution to a problem. Within all its powerful flavors, Petit Syrah is good for your health. The bitterness is an effect of the high level of tannins in this kind of wine. Like an Aries' brutal honesty, it can leave a sour taste in your mouth, and so can Petit Syrah. Among its sweet notes of blueberries and sugar plums, Petit Syrah have the bitterness of dark chocolate and black pepper to spice things up. Life is never boring with an Aries. This flavorful wine pairing will not disappoint.
I love it.
It sounds like an Aries, doesn't it?
It does. It so does. Yeah.
So that's his ideas on that pairing. And I personally have never drank Petit Syrah.
I have. It's not one of my favorites.
Right.
But
because it's bitter, is it?
It's very bold, yeah. And
bold,
I believe I tried one surprisingly at when we went to Dark Table.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was the selection that my partner made, and I think I had them all back. So whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. So Dark Table is a restaurant here in Vancouver.
Yes, it's a blind dining restaurant where you eat in the dark, served by sight-impaired servers.
Wow.
Yeah, so it goes well with peppercorn steak, and that's why my partner loves it, because he is a fan of peppercorn steaks. He is a Scorpio, but
fantastic.
Also a Mars-ruled sign. So there's Mars people and their spicy, bold flavors. Love it.
So that's super interesting. And what was interesting to me as well was that there was 12 different wines. Even I suppose there must be many more.
My gosh, yeah.
I'm not particularly a connoisseur, but anyway, so super interesting.
Mm-hmm. So the next one we're going to talk about is Leo, because we are going through the fire signs first.
Yes,
Leo. And can you guess? It's champagne.
Now this I have drunk.
Yes, I would hope so. So the style of champagne, for anyone who doesn't know, is light body, high acidity, intensely dry, with flavors of citrus, peach, white cherry, almond, and toasty. Toast. I love it. To toast with champagne. Champagne comes in a variety of brut, dry, and sweet bodies with deep flavors that pair great with seafood or crunchy appetizers. You know champagne is the world's go-to bubbly, used to celebrate special occasions like weddings, holidays, and Friday nights. Leo traits. Leo, of course, is the lion, and the dates for Leo are July 23rd through August 22nd. The strengths of Leo are ambitious, loyal, generous, enthusiastic, and leader, while their weaknesses might be egotism, lazy, stubborn, and arrogant. Out of all the fire signs, Leos yearn the most to make an impression. In fact, it's their number one priority. Their personality is powerful and attractive, making them hard to miss. As far as love languages go, this fire sign is most fluent in words of affirmation. As much as they receive compliments, they are likely to give them right back to you. Leo's warm heart and eagerness to do well in everything they set out to do is what makes up their magnetic confidence and loyalty. However, if Leos are mistreated, they won't hesitate to move on from what is making them unhappy.
Wow.
Yeah. So about this champagne pairing, Leo's loyalty is unmatched so long as it's reciprocated. They know what they deserve and will not budge. Fire signs need the proper attention to feel someone is worth the affection they're giving. When you don't fulfill the needs of a Leo, their confidence dwindles. Just like a champagne left unattended, they can't help but go flat. Both champagne and Leos can be dry or sweet, depending on their style. Regardless of the details, there's no better pair to celebrate with than Leos and champagne.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. The champagne goes flat, and so will the Leos.
Yeah,
yes,
that's
very
amazing. Yeah.
So interesting,
Well
yeah.
done.
All right, so then moving on to our third fire sign, which then is Sagittarius, and here he's suggesting Malbec. So this style is full body, dry, low acidity, low tannin, and high alcohol. The flavors are red plum, blackberry, vanilla, tobacco, and cocoa. And like many other wines, Malbecs originate in France. However, most vineyards that produce this wine are in Argentina. Who knew?
Mm-hmm.
Malbec has a deep and sweet, full-bodied, bound to leave you wanting more. Its cocoa and vanilla tones give this red wine a smooth finish every time. It's one I quite like, actually.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So a little more on Sagittarius. So the sun is in Sagittarius from November 22nd to December the 21st, and it's the sign of the Archer. So Sagittarian strengths are idealistic, adventurous, persistent, optimistic, and romantic. Their weaknesses can be competitive, impulsive, impatient, an overachiever, and blunt.
Mm-hmm.
So Sagittarians are the social butterflies among the zodiac. They are known to be very positive and outgoing. They are always up for sharing information with others, and as the Archer, they seek out as much knowledge as they can find. A Sagittarian's curiosity is limitless, especially regarding love, philosophy, and religion. They yearn to be free. Therefore, knowledge and adventure is what they pursue most. This can make them a bit stubborn, as they hate being told they can't do something.
Mm-hmm.
So some Malbec pairings. Malbec is a fun and strong wine with strong notes of oak and black fruits. As the last of the fire signs, Sagittarius can be as aggressive in their passion as they are in their truth seeking. Unlike other wines, a Malbec's finish does not last, and the same can be said with the adventures of Sagittarius. Just like in Aries, Sagittarians are very good at starting new ventures, but are not the best at finishing them. Without looking back at how their last one ended, they'll embark on a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Sagittarius. Malbec, I kind of like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there's another wine I generally choose. We'll get to it, I think, but if not, I'll take a Malbec.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
All right. We're moving on to the earth signs now. So the first of the earth signs is, of course, Taurus. And the pairing for Taurus is Cabernet Sauvignon. The style is full-bodied, dry, high tannin, high alcohol, with flavors of black cherry, black currant, baking spices, and cedar.
Wow.
Cabernet Sauvignon is among the safest choices when selecting a red wine.
Yes.
Yeah. It has a strong full body with a balance of fruits and spices. This California wine is easy to pair with a variety of unexpected foods. Sure, red meat is an obvious pairing, but get yourself some dark chocolate with this wine and you'll be dreaming about it later.
Wow.
Taurus traits. Taurus, of course, is the bull, and the sun is in Taurus from April 20th through May 20th. Its strengths are loyal, dependable, patient, and grounded, where its weaknesses can be possessive, aggressive, and uncompromising. Earth signs tend to do things to get rewarded, and Taurus is no exception. People who fall under this sign will work hard for the benefits they earn. Along with their work ethic, a Taurus is dependable, knowing they will earn respect and other prizes. However, they know it's a two-way street and remain aware that their work is ongoing. This is where their patience comes in. As hopeless of a romantic as they can be, a Taurus is always on the defensive. You must first earn their trust before they feel safe giving you theirs in return. So the pairing of Cabernet Sauvignon with Taurus, this is a sensual red wine that you learn to love and trust, not unlike a Taurus.
Oh.
The sensual undertones of this wine's flavor evoke black fruits and spices. These undertones are found in Taurians too. They're one of the most sensual signs on the wheel. Both the sign and the wine have a range of earthy flavors and a strong body and a strong dry style.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, Cabernet Sauvignon, it's a popular...
It is popular. Yeah, it's a go-to.
It's solid and dependable, just like the Taurus.
I love that. Yeah, it's totally true. Very fitting.
All right, so let's move on to Virgo and Chardonnay.
Yeah.
So Chardonnay's style is full-bodied, dry, medium acidity, high alcohol, little to no tannins. The flavors are yellow apple, starfruit, pineapple, vanilla, and butter.
Mm-hmm.
Chardonnay was originally harvested in large quantities in the Burgundy region of France. The varieties of flavors of Chardonnay offers is not limited to the list above, and when fermented and aged in oak, it develops spicy, almost bourbon-like notes, making it the rich white wine we love. So for Virgo, the sun is in Virgo from August 23 to September 22, and the symbol is the maiden. The strengths are strong, hardworking, observant, analytical, and sophisticated. Weaknesses tend to be intense, dominating, perfectionist, and shy. Virgos have a very practical way of making their plans. Like Taurus, this earth sign doesn't mind putting in the work as they realize how the little things can add up to the big picture. Virgos are known to be the most sophisticated on the zodiac wheel, but their work and honest advice are delivered clearly so that you won't misunderstand what they mean. It is their graceful advice and willingness to help that make Virgos great friends. So some Chardonnay pairings. It takes a lot of dedication to make Chardonnay the elegant wine it is, much like the dedication Virgos put into their own craft. Virgos are sophisticated in the way they talk, work, and carry themselves. Some call it perfectionism. Virgos call it attention to details. Virgos are loved for their ability to complement all the other signs, just as Chardonnays are loved for their versatility in food pairing.
Love that.
And this is true, isn't it, Arwynne? As a Virgo, you complement all the signs. There you go.
I can't help but agree with all of that. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
Just like a Chardonnay.
A good Chardonnay.
A good Chardonnay.
A good quality Chardonnay.
Yeah. Yes.
Might I recommend Louis Latour? That is my favorite Chardonnay.
Is that right?
I don't like all the Chardonnays. Some of them can be too oaky. If you're,
yes.
as old as we are, you may remember the oaky, 1980s Chardonnays that were so popular. That was kind of like the Giorgio perfume of the wine world. They were big and bold and dry.
Right.
But yes, there are some really beautiful Chardonnays now actually coming out of the Okanagan Valley if you're in BC or if you're just anywhere and can buy Canadian wine. And See You Later Ranch, for example.
Really?
Oh, it's delightful Chardonnay. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah.
Well, it's great, as I say, because he's writing for his California winery.
Yeah.
He's referencing the Californian wines, but in general, you and I drink we do Canadian, don't we? And of course, I drink South African in general, but
Yeah, I mean, I will try any.
I'll try anything
that someone recommends. I mean, they're at a certain price point. It's going to be pretty good, even if it's not to your liking.
Yes.
But yeah,
I think it's interesting that the actual that they pair wines with food because as someone who's not really a specialist, honestly, I'm quite happy with whatever we're drinking. But I do believe that if you can align your dish to a particular variety, it's going to really make everything taste better, the food and the wine.
It's absolutely true. When I was a server ages ago, we had wine pairing classes occasionally with our, just as a part of our service sort of training. And they taught some really great things about just why you recommend certain wines with certain foods. And it's because the flavors, we had like little bits of cheese and little bits of fruit that we would eat and then have a sip of a different type of wine. And with certain wines, the taste would just disappear if you had too strong of a food. You'd take a bite of a blue cheese, for example, and then have a sip of some white wine and the flavor would just vanish. It was like you were drinking water. And then if you drank something that was more full-bodied and had a bit more bitterness or tannin or whatever, the flavor would completely evolve and come out the way you want it. So
explode in your mouth.
That is why they recommend stronger, more full-bodied reds with red meat, for example. Because if you're drinking a lighter wine, it will just taste like nothing.
Well, fantastic. Well, we're all learning tonight.
Yeah. All right, moving along to Capricorn. Capricorn is paired with Sauvignon Blanc. Sauvignon Blanc is a light-bodied, dry, low-alcohol, low-tannin, and high-acidity wine. Its flavors are gooseberry, honeydew melon, grapefruit, white peach, and passion fruit. It's hard to confuse Sauvignon Blanc with other white wines like Chardonnay. When compared, you'll note Sauvignon Blanc is full of acidity and herbal flavors. This rich white wine is widely produced as the grape can be grown almost anywhere. The result, Sauvignon Blanc, comes in a variety of ranges from lean to bountiful. Capricorn, of course, is the sign of the goat. The dates are December 22nd through January 19th. Its strengths are responsible, disciplined, ambitious, and practical, whereas its weaknesses are an inability to be wrong, pessimism, and unforgiving. Capricorns will tell you they are the greatest of all time, aka the goat.
That's a good one.
This earth sign is a determined sign which doesn't need to be asked to do what they know needs to be done. Along with their practical sense of duty, they always strive for success. Yet they are fully aware that their success will take time. After all, Rome wasn't built in a day. That's an earth sign for you.
Wow.
Yeah. So Sauvignon Blanc compatibility. Capricorns are dry with their emotions, much like a Sauvignon Blanc. This is due to a Capricorn's view of the world and their diligent traits. Sauvignon Blanc is 1 part fruits and 1 part earthy notes, matching Capricorn's element perfectly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not my favorite wine, I'm just going to say, but...
Okay, then. Well, we can't all be... Yeah.
No, exactly. No, but it's funny. I like that. They're dry and...
like the wine.
And, yeah.
Interesting. Super interesting. Okay, so now we're moving on to the air signs. So now we've got Gemini and the Bordeaux blend. The style is full body, high tannin, high alcohol, medium acidity, and dry, with flavors of black currant, black cherry, graphite, chocolate, and dried herbs.
Wow.
A Bordeaux blend is made up of grapes used for red wines like Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot, in addition to other grapes harvested within the same region of France. The uses of multiple grapes make this wine a sweet, dark, red blend with high tannins and a strong body, perfect for red meat pairings with very little seasoning. So some Gemini traits are, Gemini, when the sun is in Gemini between May 21st to June 21, and of course it's the sign of the twins. So Gemini's strengths are intellectual, versatile, social, and cheerful. And their weaknesses are gossipy, indecisive, superficial, and can be anxious. Gemini is one of the signs that tends to earn a bad reputation. They have a two-faced stigma as their personality is ever-changing. The reality is that Geminis are too smart for their own good. They can adapt to any environment they are in and behave accordingly. Air elements will demonstrate an ease of going with the flow, and Gemini is no exception. Geminis also love to talk your ear off, but it's hard not to enjoy a Gemini's company. Their charm is contagious, and it's almost impossible not to learn from them. So let's look at the Bordeaux blend compatibility. Can you blame me for picking out a blend for the twins? Much like the Bordeaux blend is mixed to balance well, Geminis have their own mix. It should be said that as versatile as Geminis come, you never really know which Gemini you'll get, just as you never know which grapes are within the Bordeaux blend you choose. Though the flavor of the wine varies in strengths, either sweet or citrusy, the wine stays true to its notes, as do Geminis themselves. Wow.
Yeah.
So this was interesting because I didn't know that about Bordeaux blends, that they would take grapes, mix them up and give it a swirl. And that's Gemini, isn't it?
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to get. Yes. It's, what is it? Janus and what's the other one?
Janus, the two-faced god.
Yes, yeah. You've got the one side and the other. Yeah. Great.
Yeah, totally. It's funny. I can't speak for is it Nicholas who wrote this? Yeah, I can't speak for Nicholas, but I know one astrologer who said that at some point in an astrology book, you can always sense the sign that the person writing it doesn't like. There's always one. I sense that Nicholas might have a thing about Gemini.
There you go.
But maybe not. Maybe he's a Gemini himself, and he's just telling it like it is. We don't know.
We'll see. We'll see at the end.
Yes, we will. It's a good thing to watch for, though, if you're reading especially the older books. Oh, they just put it all out there. Yeah. Sometimes it's very obvious which sign there's like just nope, don't like. Okay.
All right.
So next up is Libra, and this Libra pairing is the Moscato. I'm going to hope that I pronounced that correctly.
Me too, because who knows?
Moscato. I'm going to say Moscato.
Moscato. Who knows?
Yeah.
We're doing our best.
The style is a light body, low alcohol, sweet, low acidity, with flavors of Meyer lemon, mandarin orange, pear, orange blossom, and honeysuckle. Moscatos are among the sweet white wines with fruity notes. Unlike the majority of the wines mentioned, Moscato is an Italian wine made with the Muscat grape. There are different Moscato styles, which include bubbly, still, pink, or dessert Moscato. This wine can be made into several styles depending on which Muscat grape is used and how.
Great.
Sounds quite good.
It does.
In the limited, you wouldn't want to drink a whole bottle of it.
Perhaps not, but we need to look out for it in the stores.
Absolutely. So Libra is the sign of the scales. Its dates are September 23rd through October 21st. Strengths are fair, charming, diplomatic, easygoing, and imaginative, while the weaknesses may be indecisive, bad temper, people pleasers, and overthinker. Libras are towards the center of the zodiac wheel, and you can see a noticeable change in the signs that follow. The first 6 signs of the zodiac focus more on their individual needs, while the signs that follow Libras care more about their impact on others. As the scales, Libra constantly analyzes if they should be kinder or harsher depending on how others treat them. This constant mental back and forth is what feeds their indecisiveness. And about that Moscato pairing. Libras and Moscatos always leave a good impression. A Moscato wine is sweet and aromatic while balanced with acidity and a mineral finish. Libras are all about finding and providing balance. Be it in work or relationships, they find comfort in harmony. Libras don't care to change for most people. To do so would tip the balance scale and would be unfair to their own desires. Though a Muscat grape can fit into any type of Moscato, the wine will always stay true to its flavor and body, no matter the color.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting analogy he's got going there,
For
isn't
sure.
it? Yeah.
Just really makes you want to taste some of these, you know?
It does.
Like,
Maybe, gosh, we should have got some while we were recording this.
Right.
Never thought.
Just have a little sip of each one, you know?
Yeah, a little flight, is it, or something?
Exactly. Oh, the signs and wines flight. I love it.
All right, so moving on to the final air sign, which is Aquarius and Pinot Noir. And I have to say, this is my wine of choice.
Yeah.
So the style is light-bodied, dry, high acidic, with low tannins. Flavors are cherry, raspberry, hibiscus, mushroom, and vanilla. Pinot Noir is among the world's favorite red wines. A bottle of light red wine can be aged for up to 10 years, sometimes more. The aging process enriches the flavors, making it all the more satisfying in color and taste. So Aquarius is the water bearer, and the sun is in Aquarius from January 20th to February 18th. Aquarius's strengths are humanitarian, intelligent, independent, loyal, and visionaries. Their weaknesses are detached, extremist, aloof, stubborn, and unpredictable. An Aquarius showers us with their knowledge and ideas, as a water bearer showers people with their gifts of water. The air sign is all about making humanity great. They look to encourage others to do better because they see the world as a clock that runs on many gears. If one piece fails, the clock doesn't work. They apply this philosophy to themselves as well, always trying to improve on their weaknesses. So some Pinot Noir pairings. Both Aquarians and Pinot Noir are dry yet smooth. A Pinot Noir wine's finish is smooth, though its body is light with high acidity. In comparison, Aquarians are not ones to lead with emotions. They can be dry in their efforts to communicate how they feel. They believe their actions will speak for themselves. Just as an Aquarius is progressive, Pinot Noir is one of those wines that increase in finesse with age.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah. You had a great wine. I love Pinot
Yeah,
Noir.
I love Pinot Noir.
Yeah. All right. We're into the water signs
We
now.
are. We're into the water.
Yes.
Not the weeds. We're into the water.
So Cancer is paired with a Riesling, and the Riesling's profile is, the style is the light body, little tannins, high acidity, off dry, and low alcohol, with flavors of lime, green apple, beeswax, jasmine, and petrol. Sounds like it would make a good perfume.
Where do they, yeah.
I love it. Rieslings are an aromatic white wine that was first produced in Germany, making it stand out from the French and California wine crowd. It was turned into a classic table wine for its ability to pair well with savory and sweet foods. Cancer traits. It's the sign of the crab, and its dates are June 21st through July 22nd. Its strengths are kind, creative, family-oriented, and tough, while its weaknesses are hot-headed, immature, moody, overthinkers, and emotional. Cancer signs are deeply empathetic, as all water signs are. Cancers are driven by their nurturing needs and seek to have a family when all is said and done. Though they wear their hearts on their sleeve, Cancers aren't weak. As the crab, Cancers have a tough exterior and will be strong when they need to be, especially to protect their loved ones. The pairing with Riesling. There is a sense of moodiness to both Cancers and Rieslings. While Cancers have a sweet demeanor, their temper is strong. Cancers are quick to react based on their emotions. Rieslings, too, have plenty of strength. They can range from tasting really sweet to bone dry. The sweetness of a Riesling is controlled during the fermentation process. It's not so much up to the grape's nature as it is on the winemaker's influence. Like a Cancer's empathetic nature, which has a tendency of getting away from them.
Wow. Well, that's an interesting combination.
It is.
Okay, and then moving on to Scorpio and Merlot.
Yeah.
So the Merlot profile is full-bodied, extra dry, high tannin, medium acidity, high alcohol, with flavors of cherry, plum, chocolate, bay leaf, and vanilla. Merlot is one of those wines that stand out in the crowd. It has vibrant black cherry flavors and great depth. Due to its complementing flavors and chocolatey finish, Merlot as a wine can mix well with other full-bodied wines like Cabernet Sauvignon. So some Scorpio traits for the Scorpion. So the sun is in Scorpio from October the 22nd to November the 21st. Positive traits are loyal, passionate, determined, intuitive, and empathetic. The negative traits are secretive, intense, emotional, jealous, and flirtatious. Scorpios are one of the other signs that get a bad reputation. If you ask around, people will tell you that Scorpios are the most intense, but this is due to their passion. They hate small talk, for example, and would much rather just get to the point. A Scorpio's keen sense of intuition is what helps them know if a person is lying or being shady. They also know who is good and who will be fiercely loyal, with whom they can trust. Break that trust, however, and it's game over for whoever wronged them.
Indeed.
You say no more. Yeah. So the Merlot pairings. Merlot starts bitter or intense, if you will, with sweet tones to finish it off. If you don't pay attention, you'll miss the uniqueness of this full-body wine. We can learn to appreciate a Scorpio in the same way we appreciate a Merlot. Scorpio's sweetness comes through in their passion and loyalty. To a water sign like Scorpio, loyalty means never revealing secrets. This type of loyalty, along with their protective nature, is what makes them irreplaceable in friendships and love.
Interesting.
He's got a good take on these signs.
Oh, yeah. I love this. Another wine that's not my favorite, but I do love a Scorpio. It's my favorite sign aside from Virgo, but I do love that description, and I can really see that.
It's very interesting.
It's
very
really
interesting
great.
how he's associating the wines with the signs. I do like that.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Really well done. All right, we are at the final water sign, Pisces, which is paired with a rosé.
Ooh.
I love it. Style is light body, dry, low tannin, with common flavors of lime, cherry, watermelon, strawberry, celery, and pepper. Rosé is a wine that does not come from a specific grape. Instead, it can be made from a variety of grapes that are used to make fuller-bodied wines. Grapes found in rosé include, but are not limited to, Pinot Noir, Syrah, Sangiovese, and Grenache. Contrary to popular belief, rosé does not come from mixing wines, and though doing so is prohibited in many places, the region of Champagne, France, is not one of them. Ergo, the rosé champagne we all know and love. So, Pisces traits. This is the sign of the fishes, and its dates are February 19th through March 20th. Its strengths are artistic, compassionate, intuitive, and gentle, whereas its weaknesses are fearful, too trusting, head in the clouds, and playing the victim. Pisces is both the last water sign of the bunch and the last sign of the zodiac wheel. Perhaps this order is what makes up Pisces traits, as they encompass a little from all the signs. Though Pisces like to keep to themselves, there's no denying they're focused, selfless, and easygoing. After all, they are the fish of the wheel, so they just keep swimming. Like their water sign companions, they're very empathetic and protective of their hearts. Their eagerness to make others happy can be taken advantage of. Knowing this, they will be kind, but never a pushover. They can tell people's bad intentions from miles away. The rosé pairing. Just like a rosé can be composed of a variety of grapes that come from other wines, a Pisces is shaped like their zodiac family. When hanging out with a Pisces, it's never dull. Like with any rosé you choose, it's always fun and unique experience.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I know when I was younger, I was very partial to rosé. I think it's an easy wine to get into.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I had a period of just drinking white wines at lunch and red wines at dinner.
Yeah.
And then for a few years, I was having white wine in summer and red wines in winter.
Yep.
And these days it's just red wine. So
Yeah.
we whittle it down. But I started with rosé.
Yeah, for sure. It's easy to start with those because they're sweet and delicate and just kind of easy to drink.
Yes.
And especially if you're not, pairing them with anything, you can just kind of enjoy it on its own.
Yeah.
It's sort of a more complex wine. You definitely want to eat it drink it with food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me tell you a little more about Nicholas. So anyway, he is a digital marketing specialist for Jordan Winery, which is a California wine company that specializes in producing high-quality Cabernet Sauvignon, Chardonnay, Champagne, and other delicious products. And fun fact, he is a Pisces Aries cusp because he's born on March the 20th. And I wanted to go straight back and say, well, what time was it? Because we'll tell you who you are. And honestly, because he's talking about wine, and the question is he a Pisces or an Aries? The answer is clearly
Pisces.
He's a Pisces. But because why are we saying that? Because Neptune rules Pisces and Neptune rules wine.
Yep, absolutely. What a great article, though.
Yes,
well done, Nicholas.
It's beautifully written, and it's interesting. You know when you actually can, sometimes you see like on Instagram they say cats that look like their signs, and it's those kind of things. But this was a far more in-depth thing, and clearly he knows his topic.
Absolutely. I get those on Instagram a lot.
Yes. I've when I first read it, I was kind of immersed. I thought, gosh, this is good, know, and because he's a guest writer on Starzology.
Yeah, and it really makes you think as well. I mean, about that wine flight idea. I would love to see an actual winery doing a signs and
12
wine
shots
pairing.
Gosh, would we walk out? Maybe not.
Maybe you'd have to come back over the course of. Well, I mean, with a meal, if you're just having a sip of each,
you could do it. And if you're staying at the place anyway, at the lodge or wherever it is. Maybe there's places in the Okanagan that do it.
For sure. Yeah.
But I thought it was very interesting how that when you understand astrology and you understand your topic, and his topic is wine, you can make these correlations.
Absolutely.
And of course, everyone can do this in their lives. If you're a yoga teacher, you can come up with a pose for each sign.
Yeah.
Like Aries would be the headstand, I understand. And I assume Libra would be the balanced, whatever they call these poses that relate to the nature of the signs too. So that's just an example. But what I'm trying to say is that astrology itself can be used on other jobs that you have or other interests that you may have.
It can pair with them.
It can compare. Or pair with them. Yeah. And I think it's interesting if you've got your subject, astrology, you can definitely bring these things together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just a thought about if we are looking at somebody's chart, how do we see their relationship with alcohol within a chart?
Right.
So I mean, I believe that Neptune is the planet that rules alcohol.
Yeah.
And drinking and vintners and grape growers and all of those sorts of things.
The desire for immersion into the great, beyond, or to
oblivion.
That Dionysian thing where you alter the senses in order to heighten them or dull them.
Yes.
Because people come to alcohol and different substances for different reasons and different outcomes that they're hoping to get. Some hope for, oblivion, as you say, and some just hope to elevate the keep the party started and get the party going.
But I know some wine collections are worth thousands, aren't they? Because of the wine. I don't know. It's been there for 10 years or 20 years or whatever it is. Or 1995 was a good year for Bordeaux or something.
Neptune in the 10th house, maybe.
Yeah, and people who actually master winemaker people would tend to have Neptune prominently as a prominent planet in their chart. I would assume.
I would think so. Yeah, for sure. That's a great observation.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have been through our guest writer, Nicholas Rubright's article about wines and signs. Arwynne and I have...
Yes, we have been through all of the signs, and we love his article.
We do.
The pairings are brilliant, and we highly recommend you go to Starzology and read it. Yeah. And check out the Jordan Winery, where he works.
There's a link below, and you can order your wines.
Yeah.
I suppose if you live in the US, you can. I don't know if we can order them here or do we. Well, anyway, wherever you live. But do support them there. And
if you are a connoisseur of wines, check out the wine pairing that's associated with your sign and let us know.
What do you think about it? Yeah. And it would be interesting to see if there's any winemakers out there in our audience who actually have prominent Neptunes too, because that has to be a factor. Surely.
Absolutely. Super interested to hear about that as well. Yeah.
Okay. So if you found value in this episode, please do consider sharing it with anybody who would be interested. Make sure you're getting our newsletter, and you can get that at starzology.com/newsletter. Additionally, make sure you're getting Arwynne's newsletter, and you can find Arwynne at...
I am at mspink.net. That's mspink.net. And I blog every Saturday. I am talking about goddesses and nostalgia and books and movies and different things that interest me.
Yeah, super things. Quite a magazine program, I would call that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So to our listeners, thank you so much for listening and getting this far. And we look forward to seeing you next time.
See you next time.